Namaste, everybody, and welcome to Aphinya Yoga. I am Aphinya. Today is a flow yoga class. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are regular to my channel, welcome. So I want to say hi to Dave and Debbie and Helen again because I said your name earlier and I didn't turn on my mic. And Helen, I agree with you today. The sky is great. Thank God for that. Also, please enjoy these contents and this practice however that fit your schedule. Do some, do all, pause in the middle of the practice if you feel like you have to catch up your breath. That's good. Also, if you would like to support this channel, I have the way that you can do it on the bottom of the screen or on the right bottom corner of my channel art. I will be humbly appreciated. For any one of you who are not yet or don't feel like want to support my channel with money, you have so many other ways to do. You can send me good vibe. You can share this video, share this channel, talk to people about this, like the video, and subscribe. We have so many ways to support one another. It's not money is not the only thing. And the reason that I'm standing up is actually I want to reminding you some of the essential alignment that needed in the yoga practice in order for you to do the practice safely and effectively. And if you don't mind to join me to put this alignment into your practice once again for us who are regular to this. So please, you can be on your knee or sit down or standing up. The action is pretty much can do it in so many angles because we are doing yoga standing upright, chest to the floor, chest up to the sky. So this action is this. You elongate your spine. You draw your shoulder blades together and back. You engage your core and you elongate your neck up to the sky. Okay? Try that. So if you're standing, please make sure that your feet parallel toward one another. I'm going to do it sideways first. And when you have that, you use the inhalation to help you to bring your spine upward. And you feel nice and long. And then exhale, draw your shoulder blades back toward one another. Right. When that happens, you will feel a lot more to the front of your body. You feel like your chest is moving forward. Your heart is open, right? Which is good. Now, the crucial action on top of that is to engage your core. So you draw your ribs in toward one another. That also will lengthening your tailbone downward. Or you can use the word that's called, or the action that's called tuck your tailbone under. However, I would love you to do just enough and not too much. And what that really means is that when you tuck your tailbone under, you don't want to do it in a way that you feel like your core is tending up and you push your thighs forward and you flat your lower back. That is too much, okay? And when you have that, so you need to find that in your body. I'm going to go relax once again. If you stand, feet parallel, and then inhale, elongate your spine up to the sky. Draw your shoulder blades back. Exhale. Then inhale once again. You draw your ribs in, lengthen your tailbone downward, and also guiding your neck up toward the ceiling. You want to feel like you press your head back. I cannot do it much because the pose doesn't require me to do so much of that. So what you don't want to do is you forget the neck and you let the chin go forward. Get it? Now, you can relax. That's for now. This action will feel stronger in some poses and will feel less stronger in some poses. It depends on the pose themselves. If you are doing back bend, you will know for sure this action is require more of the energy to put in it. If it's not, you're not going to feel it so much. And also, within your own control, you can ask a lot from this action from your body, or you can ask a little bit less also from your practice as well. So this is depend on so many things. However, they are essential and they are so important. I'm going to close this, put it away. And please, let's do this action one more time. Just get the body to get used to it. And I will remind you to do this action, of course, a lot in this practice today together because they are in so many poses. So here we go. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades back so your wings should come toward one another. Your heart go forward and up. You're going to feel like your rib is fan open, but then exhale, you knit your ribs in. You root your tailbone straight down. Stay on the heel of your feet and lengthen your spine up to the sky. Even imagine that you press your head back against the wall behind you. And if you're on your feet or wherever you are, you can just come and center yourself there. Okay, just bring your hands together. Get your thumb to your third eye. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Slow down your breath and elongate it evenly. Both inhalation and exhalation. Allow the inhalation to expand you from the inside out. You make room for your journey. You make room for the good and for the bad. So for you can be whole. We respect them all because they make us who we are. And may we remember that some essential actions, some essential habits are important to come back into, such as remember to love, remember to have compassion to yourself and others. Remember to choose love, forgiveness, acceptance, than hate, frustration, and anger. Because they will bring you a different circumstances. And one will nourish you, will enhance you, will keep you healthy, mind, body, and spirit. The other will violate your health, will diminish your happiness, and will make you feel sicker and sicker. With that in mind, let's chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. Another deep inhale. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Since I lead you to be on your feet, and I will assume that many of you are there, so why don't we warm up standing? Please work your neck, circle it. If you want to do something else first, maybe you can circle your shoulder, or you go into your wrist and your ankles. I'm gonna put my glasses. I should put it in the same place, because if I put it in a new place, by the end of the class, I'm like, where is my glasses? Which has happened. Now, if you do your neck, don't forget you do 2 direction. Shoulder, front and back. Okay. And while you're here, elongate the spine is essential. So you have to use the energy of your core and just lift, 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 lift. Don't turn your feet out and don't push your hip forward. I mean, wherever you feel that your body needs a little bit more attention, you can spend a little time there. Okay. You can twist your body side to side with your arms flopping, or you can just, keep your elbow bent. You can open your arms up and exhale, bend your knee, heels and toes out. This is a good one. I think the dancers are doing this. And right here, I actually put the action into my body already, since I have been doing this yoga practice for so many years now, at least a decade. Oh, it's 2. I think I do yoga since 2002. Yeah. You can go into your knee, kind of in a goddess pose, and work the hip. And you can twist your body side to side and giving you options. You don't need to rush into the pose, that quickly. We still spend a little time here. Don't forget the side stretch. Yeah. Right here. Oh, yeah. I am really correcting my feet almost regularly. Just not going to turn my feet outward and push my hip forward. That is not good for the lower back. And as you know, the older we are, the easier we're going to get hurt. So the awareness of aligning our body properly are essential. Now, okay, I'm going to give you 3 more breaths. I feel like I can be here forever. And meet me in a goddess pose once again, please. So your feet are apart. Your heels are in, your toes are out. You can be in the pose fully if you like, so you're going to bend at your elbow and do it. Arms up like a cactus pose with the hands, right? You can have your hands on your thighs. We're going to get ourselves toward the floor. So we're going to start from here. And then we shift from goddess pose to Pasarita Padottanasana, and you just turn your feet in, come off from your knee joints a bit, and bring your body forward and downward. Yeah, elongate the spine. Okay. Now we do it upside down. Here you, in the pose, you can choose to hold your elbow and dangling your body side to side. Keep hugging your shins in, put your thighs apart. You can bring both hands to the left, push the floor away, stretch the right sides of your body. Stay there 2-3 breaths. Okay. And then you do the other side. Again, I'm giving you options right now. Or you can bring yourself to one foot, get yourself there and just hold. Okay. Or you can just go under the legs, slowly, gradually. The other good thing when you really able to dangling your body downward like this, you can have your weight, the weights of your hands behind the neck, and you let it pull the neck toward the floor to elongate your clavicle spine. So this feels so nice. Yeah. You can twist. Couple more breaths, please. Carefully turn toward the front of the mat. Now your right foot, when it's poised straight forward, diagonally a little bit more to the right, maybe go to 1 o'clock and roll on the little toe side edge of the foot and bend your right knee. Left leg straight or knees on the floor. The lateral stretch on your right leg. Elongate the spines right here. Now when you get your shoulder blades onto your back and you get your chest lower to the floor, you're going to feel that action from the different angle. Yeah. Since we are not really do anything with the back muscle yet, so it doesn't feel work on that, but more on the right leg. But right here, you should have that actions in the body already. Your core is lift, your shoulder blades is back. Now, the thing is though, if you're still tight, I'm going to act like tight. I'm really, really high up here. You probably will not feel so much of the action yet. Okay? Just pay attention of stretching that right leg. One more breath. And we turn from this to our runner stretch. So carefully come away from the stretch first. You can move the body part safely. And then straight your right leg, heels down, toes up, hips square toward the front of the mat. Hug your thighs in, elongate the spines right here. Chest go forward. Belly is in. And then you go toward the floor. And you move away from the stretch if it feels a little bit intense, and then you exhale, move into the stretch again. So you dance with your breathing, and you kind of give your muscles a break when you move away from them, and then you go into them with your exhale. One more breath. Inhale, move up and away from your right leg. Drag your right foot in. Ground the soles of the foot to the floor. Move your weight forward. Kick your left leg up to the sky, opening the hip. And then exhale, square the hip, knee to the nose. Kick it up, opening the hip. Repeat. Three more. 2. 3, bend your right knee, land your left leg back behind you. Left hands on the floor, twist to the right. Your left knee can be on the ground, heart open right here. Ribs is in, neck is long. Can you feel that action in your body? the one that we practiced earlier. And then carefully untwist. Get your right leg back, turn your body open to the right side of your house, right arms overhead. Push your weight back towards your right foot. Inhale, breathe into your back. Exhale, elongate your spine out through your fingertips and your toes. Repeat. Last one. And exhale, we go toward the floor. Chest go forward. Thread the needle, please. Right hand thread under. And breathe. Let the flowing of the practice be, and you also be a part of it. We learn not to resist what's happening in the moment. Learn to understand, learn to accept, learn to embrace. Carefully take child's pose, hands alongside the ears, straight. Inhale, round your back up to the sky, spread your fingers, arch your back at the end. Round your back, exhale, go back toward your heels. Repeat, please. Three more. And we go from here to the second side. So your left leg is going to go forward, diagonal to the left, knees bend. Find the height that you need to adjust your body. Okay. Then opening your left knee to the left, hips back, chest forward. Exhale, we stretch that lateral sides of the left leg when we travel toward the floor with the heart. Yeah. And you can move away from it if it feels intense. And exhale, you go in and stretch that muscles again. Okay. Really spread the toes of your left leg. Give me one more breath, please. And inhale, we move away from the stretch, like so the body can be moved safely then. And then you straight your left leg, heels down, toes up, square the hips, hug your thighs in, elongate the spine. Exhale, then we travel forward and downward with the trunk. And we stretch the hamstring mindfully. No tension in your jaw, nor your shoulder. One more. And carefully move up and away from the legs. Drag it in, ground the foot down, go forward with your body. Kick your right leg up, opening the hips, square the hips, exhale, knee to the nose, round your back. Repeat. So this one is going to move a little bit quicker. Yeah. Remember, if you're not that low, don't worry about using your block, please. Two more. And then bend your left knee, land your right leg back, knees on the floor, or straight right leg, twist to the left. Chest open, belly toward the floor. Two more breaths. Neck's nice and long. And then get that right knees down, turn your body to the left leg kick back, elongate your left side's body. And breathe to your back. And length. 2 more. Carefully thread the needle. Square your chest forward, hip forward, and thread your left leg. Remember, you can have your hips stacked over the knee. If you want a little bit more fancy, you can walk your foot to the right and turn your body open. Oh man, this is really, really something. It feels so good in the back, I have to say. Or don't try too hard, just hip stack. Your right arm can go up, can go over, can rest behind your back. You can also, I actually love to sit on the heel because I really get to stretch my in my scapula and my rotator cuff muscles right here. And it's also, will help release tension on your neck if you have them. Breathe. Carefully, we go back to child's pose. Inhale, round your back up, arch at the end, cow pose. Downward facing dog. Exhale, knees off the floor, put your chest back. Inhale, plank pose. Remember, be careful with your wrist. Go as far as you feel comfortable. Exhale, downward facing dog. Repeat. So you can gradually flexion your wrist. You don't have to do it all at once if that is not yet happening. Okay? And then take yourself to plank and find plank that's work for your body right now. And carefully, we're going to lower down to the floor. Get your shoulder blades back. This is the actions right here. Let your heart go first. Yeah. Then extend your left hand out to the left. Turn your body open to the right, head to the floor. Whatever you want to do with your right hand and your right foot, that is yours. But make sure that you safe. Be safe. Right. You can hold your right foot, bring it into the hip. Make sure your right shoulder feel comfortable. The easiest thing for you to do is just to have them on the floor and don't move them. Just keep opening your heart open. Other side, please. Oops. Oh, careful. Right. So when you're opening, you can hold that left knee now. Your left side is kind of free. You really need to be careful with what is really happening on the floor. Like whatever that flows in the air, you can be as fancy as you like, but it should not destroy and hurt you. You can make it easy by bending the knee, and your chest is going to go more toward the floor. And if you tie, that might be good. So you don't need to really try to opening your heart so much. We just want to get into the point that we can feel stretched and happy. And carefully roll yourself, belly and chest to the floor, and pick maybe an easier version of the back bend. You can do low cobra, locust pose, right? And use that as a warming up feeling. It means that you use it to feel the part that the muscles that involve in these, and you kind of act just a little bit at a time with the breath. Right now. Three breaths. Your lower back in particular. And here we go up on hands and knees and take child pose. And we go up on the hands and knees and we get the right leg and the left leg off the floor. Opening to the side, inhale, exhale, back center. Beneath the belly, inhale, exhale, extend. 2 more. Bring your left hand down. Bring your right leg forward. Keep your left knee keep your left knee on the floor. Come up right with your trunk. Low lunge. Tuck the back toes under. The lunge action is this is it. This you're gonna feel a lot on this upper body. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, elongate the spine. Draw your shoulder blade back. Exhale, rib in, neck long. Can you put them in quickly or slowly? Okay. So what's happening is that while you inhale, elongate the spine, exhale, lunge forward, you have to bring the action that I just asked you to kind of work with me into this, especially right here when you stretch your hip flexor and opening the heart at the same time. So, yeah. One more breath. And we go forward to the floor. Hands down. Kick your left leg up to the sky, opening the hip. And then square the hips, bend your right knee, step your left leg back behind you. Warrior 2, strong feet to the floor, come upright. Front heel in line with your back arch. Hug your thighs in. Exhale, elongate the spine. Can you feel that you elongate the spine upward? You draw your shoulder blades onto your back. You knit your ribs in and you elongate the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Reverse warrior. And carefully, we're going to windmill the arm and get the body toward the floor. Hands down. Kick your left leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee. Kick your left leg to the right side of the room and push your chest through the scapula toward the foot behind you. Then extend your right leg straight. Square the hip. Come forward to plank. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, dog pose. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then we go inhale, plank, and once again, find the plank. Let's help with your wrist, right? And we lower down, elbow bend back behind you, Chaturanga Dandasana. We're going to try to get the chest to go to the floor first. And you build your back bend here. You can do low cobra. You can do locust pose with your hand by or to the sides. And then inhale, lift. Now right here, the feeling, that alignment that I asked you to do when we're standing up, it should happen right here, but it feels so different because our bellies is on the floor and we are really fight with the gravity. Can you put them in the body? One more breath. And exhale to the floor. Get yourself off from the floor. Take child's pose, please, and breathe. And while you are here, remember the action that we put in the body is to elongate the spine. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Draw your lift, knit the ribs in, elongate the tailbone downward and the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Here we go. Come up onto the hands and knees. Then we get the left leg extend back and up. Right hand extend forward and up. And inhale, opening to the side. Exhale, extend. Go beneath the belly. Exhale, extend. Now when you kick your left leg to the left, you also can make it straight if you like. It's just going to be harder. You just have to be ready for that. Go beneath the belly and extend. Right hands down, left leg go forward, low lunge, come up right with the body. Carefully elongate the spine, draw your shoulder blade back, knit your ribs in, neck nice and long. Exhale, lunge. And then when you inhale, you lengthen and you try to put everything in again. Right? Why that happening? You also try to find the position of your arms. Where should I land my arms? So my heart can still remain open. Be really careful with your lower back, everybody. Yeah. Elongate the neck. Press your head against the imaginary wall behind you. One more breath. And then we go forward, exhale, toward the floor, hands down, kick your right leg up, standing split. And exhale, square the hip, bend your left knee, land your right leg back behind you, come up, warrior two. Left heel in line with your right arch. Remember, foundation comes first. And while you're floating and you work with the breath, you have to bring the alignment of your upper body in this pose. It's not much, but it's there. Reverse warrior. Keep your hips stay back. Ribs in, heart open. Shoulder blade back. Neck lengthening. And then carefully, we travel ourselves back down to the floor. Kick your left leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee, kick your left leg to the right, push your chest through to the back foot. Inhale, draw your shoulder blade up and away together, and then exhale, push your chest back. Extend your left leg, square the hips, come forward to plank. Inhale, we're going to lower down from here. Pick your plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Pick your back bend. I feel more open now, so I can do cobra. Yeah, much safer here. Remember, shoulder blades are back. Ribs is in, spine's long, neck's long. The more you lift your heart from the floor, the more you engage your core. Child's pose or downward facing dog, please. Breathe. Take these times to catch your breath. To be in the moment and not judging. Learning from feeling, not thinking. If you on child's pose, please meet everyone in downward facing dog, please. Then from here, we step the right leg forward between the hands. Warrior one. Back foot, we go 10 o'clock. Hip square. Back thigh turn in and back. And then work with the breath. Remember, the inhalation is when you should put all of that action in the body in. Yeah. Elongate the spine, shoulder blades back, ribs is in, neck is long, and exhale, you go. And you work your arms however you like. They can go up. You can hold your thumbs. You can do cactus hands. You can have your hand by the side. You can interlace them behind your back. Okay. As long as it helps you to opening your heart, you're good. And carefully bend the back knee. We're gonna launch forward. Catch your left knee and come up standing. Warrior 2 once again. Reverse warrior. Put the alignment of your trunk, extend side angle. Yeah. Ribs is in, heart is open, like neck is long, spine is also elongated. Exhale, we go toward the floor. And we do pyramid pose. Standing a little shorter, both legs straight. Square the hips. Hug your thighs, elongate the spine. Here we go. Exhale, stretch your hamstrings muscles. One breath at a time. One more breath. Carefully step forward to Uttanasana. Feet hip distance apart. Hug your chins in, push your thighs apart. Elongate the spine away from the legs. Inhale. Bow toward your legs. Exhale. Work your hands however that helped you. Inhale, elongate the spine away from the legs. Exhale, bow. Inhale, elongate the spines away from your legs. Exhale, we step back to plank. Inhale, you hold. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Pick your back bend right here. I pick Cobra. Couple more breaths. And downward facing dog or child's pose. Please. Then we step the left leg forward between the hands. We come upright with the trunk. Left, right toes go 2 o'clock. Warrior 1, square the hip. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, spine elongate. Shoulder blade back. Exhale. Ribs is in. Inhale. Spine nice and long. Neck lengthening. Repeat everything. Soften your jaw. Soften your eyes. Couple more breaths. Carefully keep going forward. Bend your right knee. Have the weight onto your left leg. Launch and get your right knee toward your chest. Hips stay back. Get your spine nice and elongate. Shoulder blade back. And then send your right leg back behind you. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. One more breath. Extend side angle pose. I'm going to stay here just a little bit longer. 2 more breaths. Remember the body, hips stay back. Pyramid pose, exhale. I just want to say this quickly. If you get used to my practice, you will know that poses that we have done repeatedly, when they show up second or third round, we will move through them quicker. Okay. If they're new, like it's the first time we do them, we will stay with them longer. One more breath. Carefully step your right foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine away from your legs. Exhale, sit down, chair pose, Utkatasana. Get your toes off from the floor, spread them. Get your body upright now, even right here. Probably it's easier to get your arms, in front of you at first. So when you sit down, how are you going to put the action into the body? You just have to do it. Elongate the spine, get your shoulder blades back, root your tailbone down, then spine go up again, neck nice and long, and you just now what should I do with my arms? You can do whatever you want to do with your arm. Just make sure that you can really draw your shoulder blade back. You can do it more intensely. You can do it more, less intense. And then inhale, stand nice and tall. Exhale, Uttanasana. We are flowing right here, everybody. Inhale, elongate the spine. You can step back to plank. You can jump back to plank. You can jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. And work your back then. And downward facing dog. Or child's pose, please. Come to plank pose. 1, push up. Get off from the floor. Vasisthasana on your right. Push your weight toward your foot. While you're here, you can do whatever you want with that floating arms and legs. And then carefully turn your chest to the floor. Step your left leg forward. Right here, you can do lizard pose. You can do humble warrior. 2 options. Your lizard can be high, can be low, depends on how tight you are. Of course, you just work your chest low and low. If you can go under the legs and you want to go there, you can go there, of course. We go away from the left leg, take runner stretch once. We're not going to be here long, so right knees down, left leg straight. Bow. Carefully move back forward. Bend your left knee, get your right elbow outside of your left knee, hands in prayer. Parivrtta Parsavakonasana, you're twisting. You can have the back knees on the floor. Carefully untwist. Have both hands on the floor. Kick your left leg back and up, opening the hip. Have your left knee go to your left armpit, come forward, exhale, and push the floor away from you. And then inhale, kick back and up. Then we go knee to the nose, round your back up to the sky. And kick your left leg back and up. Then twist your body, get your left knee to your right armpit, inhale, and then kick it back and up. Now we go to the right armpit once again, and then you're gonna kick your left leg straight to the right, land to the little toe side edge of the foot, and then have your weight onto your left hand, get your right hands off from the floor. Bring it up to the sky. Remember to push your weight back behind you. Carefully drag your left foot in. You can lift your left leg off from the floor straight or bend at the knee. Turn your chest to the floor, hands down. Step your left leg forward. Get your right knee on the floor. Come up right with your trunk. Bend the foot. Hold it with your right hand. Square the hip. Root your tailbone down. Lift your heart up. And exhale, lunge. This is more intense way of stretching your hip flexors. If it doesn't work with your body, do low lunge once again. Okay? And while you are here, remember the action of rooting the tailbone down, ribs is in, heart is open, shoulder blades are back, neck nice and long. They are here. They feel, it's easier to feel them more in the back bend version of the poses. Carefully let go of your right foot, standing split, have your weight onto your left leg, kick your right leg up to the sky, opening the hips. And we are going to stay here and kind of play around with the body. Any one of you can challenge your body a little bit more, but you can use your left hand, hold your left heel. And you can get your right hand, hold your left hand. Core is in. Engage the core in this pose, especially you float, is essential. Okay. Challenge yourself carefully. And from here, we are going to cross the right leg behind the left leg. And we do cross leg Uttanasana. Carefully bend both knees, step your right leg back behind you, pivot to the right and have your feet parallel toward one another. Then we are in our Pasarita Padottanasana. So this time you can really try to go and get into the depth of your stretch the best you can. You can interlace your hands behind your back. You can hold the outside edge of your feet with both hands and pull yourself under. While that happens, hug your chins in, put your thighs out. Or you can walk your hand back behind you and kind of use that to drag your body also under. Wherever you are, if you're not that low, do the same action even though your body is parallel to the floor or close to that. Right? Try to elongate the spine. Try to get the body lower and lower with each breath to the floor. And carefully, you come away from the under, pivot toward the front of the mat, step your right foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, elongate the spine. Keep your heels on the floor. We sit down to Malasana. Now you can open your feet wider apart. You keep your heels on the floor and you sit down while you elongate the spine. Right? And you're gonna go as low as you can keep your heels on the floor. You can even have your hands on the top of the thighs and just sit. Some of you can go really close to the floor. When you are able to kind of sit with your feet like this, you can get your upper arms in front of the thigh, push it into the knee and let the knee resist it. And then you can use that to elongate your spine upward toward the ceiling. Yeah. Breathe. I know. Carefully, Uttanasana. Get your feet hip distance apart. Now from here, make your choice that you are going to rest in child's pose. Or are you going to flow once again through plank, chaturanga, your back bend, and down dog, or child's pose, okay? So pick your choice. And here we go. Like you can step back to plank. Keep that exhale going and lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can pick your up dog or cobra. If you feel like Dhanurasana is ready to be a part of it, you can do bow pose. And go to child's pose or downward facing dog. And breathe. And from there, we meet in plank. One push up, elbow go back behind you. Vasisthasana to the left this time. Get your weight. Use that left hand to push your weight toward your left foot. Lift your hips up the best you can. You can stack your feet if you like, or float the arms and the leg on your right side. However, that really help you to be in the pose safely. Yeah. Or playfully. And then you go toward the floor. Step your right leg forward. Diagonal your body to the left. Interlace the hands and humble warrior. Or have your hands on the floor on the block and do lizard pose. Or if you can go under, you get your body underneath that right leg. And you do lizard pose that way. Yeah. And breathe. And we go from here to runner stretch. Left knee down, straight the right leg. So get away from the quad for a little bit. And back. And inhale, move up and away from the right leg, right? And then we go forward, right knee bend, left leg straight or knees on the floor. Left elbow outside of your right knee, hands in prayer, twist. And carefully you untwist, hands down to the floor. Kick your right leg back and up, opening the hips. Exhale, get your right knee to your right armpits. Come forward to variation of plank. And then inhale, kick it back and up, square the hip. Then we go knee to the nose the best you can. And then kick it back and up. And you go to the opposite armpit. Kick it back and up. Go to the opposite armpit again, and then land your right leg to the side on the little toe side edge of it. And then move your weight toward your right hand. Roll to the big toe side edge of your back leg. Leave your heart open. Push your weight back. Breathe. Carefully drag your right leg in, lift it. You can lift with the knees bent, weight go back, square the chest to the floor, step your right leg forward, get your left knee down, come upright with your trunk. You do low lunge, or you do a variation of, I think they call pigeon pose, by bending the back knee and hold the foot with the hand, okay? Carefully let go of your left leg, standing split. So we're gonna kind of be in this pose a little longer, so you learn to kind of use the pose and build the muscle you need, opening your left hip to the left. Draw your quads in, and you really want to emphasize of that balancing on the right leg only. And maybe get your right hand off from the floor and hold the foot with that. Feel okay. If you're still tight, all of these playful options might not yet serve you well, so please don't hurt yourself. Yeah. Let yourself have that flexibility and mobility first. And carefully cross your left leg behind your right leg. Cross leg Uttanasana. Like, once again, you don't need to ask from your body so fast, so quickly. Yeah. It takes a lot of time for body to really gain flexibility and mobility. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Inhale, elongate the spines, bend the knees, step your left leg back. We are going to pivot to the left, all the way to the back of the mat. And you are going to do pigeon pose right here. So get your left shin to the floor. Square the hip. Click the toes into the floor. Remember, if you cannot do this version comfortably, you can be on your back and have your left ankle above your right knee instead. Carefully lift your body out from that left leg. Spread your fingers, ground your palm to the floor. Get into three-legged dog. Kick your left leg back and up, opening the hip. You can check. You can circle the knee if you feel like your hip joint needs some help. Yeah. And from here, you can flip and do wide thing if you like, or continuing into half moon pose. Okay? So step your left leg forward, launch to your left leg, and land your left foot diagonal from your left foot, and kick your right leg off from the floor. Engage your core, Elongate out to the crown of your head and also to your right foot, and turn your body slowly to the right side as your right hand maybe go up. So you do this pose with control, gradual movement. Breathe. Carefully, you turn your chest to the floor, bend your left knee, land your right leg back behind you, and land on the ball of your right foot and come upright with your trunk, high lunge. One more breath. Launch forward, get your left knee to your chest. Opening left knee. Get your right knee to your chest. Opening your right knee to the right. Hips stay back, heart open. Now you can use your 2 fingers or grab a strap. Put it at the ball of your right foot. And then kick your right foot to the right. Hips stay back. Heart left. Remember, you can use 2 fingers, hold your big toes. You can hold the heels of the foot with the palms and then kick it. Remember, I want your standing is more of your focus than get that right leg straight. Okay? 3 pose. Get your right foot into the inseam of your left leg wherever without get into the knee. And then hug your thighs into the foot, foot into the thighs, heart lift. Arms are yours once again. Breathe. Exhale, we bend the left knee, step the right leg back. Hands come down to the floor, kick your left leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee, kick it to the right. Extending the leg, square the hips, step forward between the hands. Pivot to the right, turn your heels in, turn your toes out, bend your knees, come up to goddess pose. And carefully get your body upright until you feel safe. Bring your feet parallel, extend your spine forward, get your body toward the floor. Turn toward the front of the mat, pigeon pose on your right leg, please. Carefully inhale, come up and away from the floor. Ground your palm to the floor. Kick your right leg back and up, opening the hips. And then you do flip the dog or step your right leg forward to half moon pose. You launch into your right leg. You can use the block and place it onto your right hand while your left leg is lifted. Remember to not kick your left leg back behind you, okay? So you want to kick it and diagonal to the left slightly. And then while you anchor down into the foot and the hand, engage your core, try to turn your body open to the left. Keep staying on the big toe side edge of your right leg. Work your left arm last, maybe. And carefully exhale, turn your chest to the floor, bend your right knee, land your left leg back behind you. Stay on the ball of your left foot. Come upright with your trunk. High lunge, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lunge. One more breath. And then launch forward, get the left knee toward your chest. Opening your left leg to the left. You can stay here or put the strap at the ball of the foot, or hold 2 fingers with the big toe, or hold the heels with the palms, and then we kick the foot out to the side. Hips stay back, heart lift. You can help yourself to balance to kind of opening your right hand to the right as well. Right. Tree pose. So we're facing the front of the mat. From here, exhale, we're going to go right into Uttanasana. Legs down, arms down, bow forward. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, sit, find your seat. Both pose Navasana. Exhale, get your legs down and extend them in front of you. Check if you have to. Breathe. And then you stop. Make sure your sitting bones are on the floor. Right leg straight. Cross your left leg over. You can bend your right knee or not, doesn't matter. Twist to the left. Adha Matsyendrasana, this is the pose, or Marityasana 3. Remember your belly facing forward, your chest turn open and back. Your spine elongate. Even right here, can you feel your belly draw in, your heart extend up, your shoulder blades back? That element still in here, it's not as strong, of course. Untwist. Other side, please. And you can use your arms however that is serving you as well, right? You can bring your hands in praise in front of the heart. I'm going to facing forward so you can see me. You can have one hand on the outsides of the knees, or you can hug it or hold it. Right? Some of you can go in between this hole of the legs and by the hands, and make sure that if you choose this and you can, you also still want to draw your shoulder blade back the best you can. Don't let the belly go with your chest completely. It's going to follow a little bit, but we want to resist that. And untwist. Paschimottanasana, forward bend. And let go of your jaw. Soften your eyes. Keep your breath nice and full. Inhale, move up and away from the floor. And now please pick your Shavasana, crawl pose, or You can call it a resting pose. Since we are here, I have a mat. If you have a mat, this is one option that I would love you to keep it a try. So you open your mat, a blanket like this, it's not a mat. Rectangle, and you do an accordion fold. So you go 1/4 in, lift it, and then fold it there. Okay. And what left is you go under. So you just make it narrow enough that what is on it is your spine and a little bit of the spine, but not the whole back. So we want the shoulder to be able to rest onto the floor. I actually happen to have 2 blankets. I'm gonna grab one more. That is even better for my body. I mean, if you have a little bit more flexibility, you kind of want more. If you don't, then you want less. Okay. I just don't want to talk too much. Yep. And then you stack them. And you make sure that the full size of the blanket is toward your back. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Right. Sit in front of it. 1 or 2 blankets, doesn't matter. Make sure your hip is on the mat, not on the blanket. Okay. And make sure that the blanket is hit at the right spot of your lower back and hips. And then you use the hand, go under and find the first blanket. If you have 2, have your hands at the back of the neck, right? On either side. Lift your neck off from the floor, pull the blanket toward the neck, keep it there, and you curl your head back. And that is going to support your cervical spine, which feels so good. And then your arms can be wide open. Oh yeah. Your legs can be Supta Baddha Konasana with the block supporting them. Or you just keep them straight and rest. Wherever you are in your Shavasana, remember that each exhale you follow it downward to the earth beneath you. Allow your face to soften. Relax your foreheads, your eyes, your cheeks. Relax your lips, your jaw. You let your neck and your shoulder become heavy. You feel all of your muscles and bones are sinking deep into the earth beneath you. Your hips are heavy. Your arms and your legs are heavy. You relax your fingers and your toes. And you are aware of what is inside of you and what is outside of you. And please continue your Shavasana as long as you wish. And I will see you next Saturday. Namaste, everybody.